How's it going, y'all? Navy Soon here. Today we're going over PDWs and the poor man's Fluxrator. The idea of the PDW is to have a small slash concealable, shoulderable, or braced firearm, usually in a smaller caliber like 9mm. You can do it in 300 blackout, or you can do it in 5.56, but it's really more about smaller and concealable. It gives a better accuracy. Say like you use a pistol brace, it gives better accuracy to the pistol, so you can make better shots further out or even closer. It gives better accuracy to the pistol. Different types of PDWs. You have something that's built as a PDW, say like the SIG Rattler or whatever, and then you have handgun braces. And this handgun brace is the Recover Tactical 2080. It is the 2080 because it's using a polymer 20 frame for my pistol here. There's other versions that are sized for Glocks as well. I believe that they are also thinking about making others for different handguns. They might have some out now. I haven't looked at the website lately, but I'm just going over what I think of the Recover Tactical 20 something or whatever. This is the 2080, whatever the other nomenclatures are. So it's the same thing, just different handguns. How this brace works is it clamps around the handgun and then it screws in here, right here, and keeps it all together. You have a folding brace here, right there. You can add more pick rails. I took the pick rail off here. You can put it on there, but there's a pick rail here. But the problem with the pick rail being on this side and putting a light here is when you go to holster it, and I'll discuss that later. But I have the pick rail, I have a light on the pick rail here, boop. And yes, it is on my trigger same finger side, but we'll discuss that later. But I can get in, I can light it up if I need to, and then start firing, then turn it off. Also, this light here is the Enforce. I know a lot of people don't like them, but when it is holstered, you have the option of putting the safety up here, and it's harder to press the button underneath it. So that's nice. Right here is a mag holder. This is not a foregrip, it is a mag holder. All right, and it can be removed by pressing the button here. There you go, and you can run it like that. You can put a light under here if you want to, but I have the mag holder there to be able to have an extra mag. Obviously you have the folding brace here, and it just barely clears this light, but that's not bad. And it locks in, so whenever you need to deploy it, you just pull it out and it locks. There's a button here that will undeploy it. There you go. It is a brace, it is not a stock. So you can, at the current moment, shoulder your brace. There is a sling attachment underneath here where I have a Magpul sling, and this actually works pretty nice because the Magpul sling attaches here to make it a single point, and I can use this sling for other things if I want to do 2 points with other rifles. The function is like a Glock pistol, and then when I need to, if I have a new mag in, just reach over and release, or I can just press down on the slide release and it goes home. So that's nice that I can do that. Now, I did have some issues that I ran into with this pistol brace. The optics rail is polymer, so it can shift zero very easily, but I mean, it kind of gets back to the original. I've never had any issues of it actually losing zero, but it can, I'm sure it will. It was accurate out to 100 yards for me, not a big deal. It works very close. It's better for close in, obviously, but I mean, I never had the zero shift, but it can if you hit it hard enough, or it can just bend. And it goes back to where it was, roughly, and it can still be kind of used very good up close. The other issue that I had was there's no external safety on a Glock. Nothing to swipe on and off, to be able to just drop it when you don't need it. and then you can just keep your safety on, but there is no safety for that. So this is the holster here, and if you are not actively using the firearm, you need to be able to put it into the holster, which kind of sucks because it takes time to get it out of the holster. It takes time to put it back into the holster and whatnot. So that's, I mean, not ideal, but I mean, that's how you can run it. I wish there was a way to put on a safety. I saw a device to where you could flip down over the trigger, and you could flip it out of the way if you needed to for when you're ready to fire, and that could be a way to create a safety. I don't know where I saw that. I can't find it anymore. Could be a good option that Recover comes with to give a Glock a safety. Now you can remove the optics rail altogether and run a pistol mounted red dot here, but you have to smash your face into the brace here to be able to get down on it. I can still use the iron sights if I need to. If I lose zero here, it's just not very comfortable. I believe that Hop even made a video about it, about this whole thing, and I mean, he does make valid points. It's just I'm poor and I don't have a P320 and I don't have a brace for the P320, so this works just fine. Plus, ooga booga, it's a ghost. Now, what are the goods about this? Well, it is a budget contender for the Flux Raider, like I was discussing, and the other PDWs. So if you are on a budget and, hey, you go out and get you a trade-in Glock Gen 3, go get you Recover Tactical brace, and you've got a PDW. You just got to remember that you have to use the holster for when it needs to be safed, or when you are doing stuff without the gun in your hands. I wouldn't suggest just dropping it and just letting it go free, because then trigger could get messed up easily. The brace does nothing to change the function of the handgun. When I had issues where I had malfunctions was related to the optic. I had this primary arms one-time prison, the old school one-time prison, and I had it on there. Let's see, yeah, I had it on there, and it was hitting back here in the ocular lens, and it was hitting that, and then the rounds would come up and hit the bottom of that. I haven't had any issues with this red dot on here, or when I had a like RMR style red dot on here, Hollow Sun. But other than that, yeah, it's, and another good thing about these is they're very compact. You can put them in a bag, then you can carry extra magazines inside of here if you want to, as well as having like a chest rig, or just throwing extra mags in your pocket if you need to. So that's nice, and you can conceal it underneath like a poncho or a jacket or whatever. So I mean, it's you can conceal it a lot better than I'd say like a Sig Rattler. So that's really nice about it. Other than that, I mean, I really haven't had any issues with it, except for having to put a different optic on there. The only issues I've really had are from the Palmer 80 frame, and this trigger actually, the I forget who it came from, but the trigger shoe, the extra safety on it is gone. So that safety's gone on this one. I'm sure that I can get another trigger and put in here, but it's just kind of annoying. And I will put in not in the description, I'll tell you what trigger this is and why it fell apart. It was a cheap one, so that's a big reason why. But other than that, this is a great budget option for PDW, and to have a Flux Raider without having a Flux Raider. So yeah, the Recover Tactical 2080 pistol brace. All right, you made it to the end. So I have affiliates. I can't say that you can click on anything because YouTube will get butthurt and they don't want to take the stick out of their ass. So there is a way somehow down there that has these things that you can press, and it takes you to the worldwide stuff, and you can go and check out Monstrum Tactical, or you can check out Palmetto State Armory, or you can go and check out a bunch of different places that I have affiliates with. So go and find that thing that's below my neck here in the screen. So yeah, I have those. If it would help out the channel greatly, if there was just something that you wanted to maybe procure, and those places might have what you want, and there's just a couple things that go my way. Anyways, that's it. Navy Sooner out. Hope you have a good one. Yeah.